not to me.
Though I saw in the village this morning, she had plenty to say then. So nice are not at all like the Parkinsons. I never cared for them, with their great dogs chasing the sheep, and never paying me for what they owed for, eggs and such. Unchristian as it may be, I blessed whatever it was that chased them out of Cliff End. Whatever it was not that gentle soul that's gone.
The commander's daughter?
I, his only child. She wouldn't hurt her worst enemy would Mary Meredith. Through her life always striving to save that wild cat Carmel. That's what most believe.
Carmel?
Supposed to be a sort of lady's maid to Mrs. Meredith. They brought her back from foreign parts, Spain. Wild as a gypsy in her ways. Crazy, too. Always threatening to throw herself off the cliff.
Is that how it happened? The accident on the cliff?
No living soul knows, Mr. Fitzgerald, or ever will, unless... No, I don't like to talk out of turn, you understand. I don't approve of gossip.
Neither do we. Unless what?
Not what? Who? Miss Holloway.
Who's Miss Holloway?
The nurse. And if you ask me, Miss Holloway knew more than she'd say.
Ready when you are, Mrs. Jessup.
Lizzie, you didn't tell us you were spending the night away from Cliff End.
I told you what Father Ransom said.
The Parkinson's cook saw a ghost. Fainted dead away, she did. Have you experienced any disturbances, Miss Fitzgerald? Anything unusual you'd like to tell me about? Anything at all.
What did the nurse say?
There was a storm. Said she saw Carmel and Mary Meredith at the edge of the cliff. Carmel was running and Mary Meredith after her. It was as if the wind took Carmel and flung her into the tree. Said she saw her there in her black dress clinging to it. Mary Meredith couldn't stop herself at the slope. Mary flung herself sideways, made a grab at the tree, but she fell back and went down. That's what Miss Holloway said.
Was Mary killed instantly?
Broke her back, poor lady. Not a scar on her lovely face, but the bruise, they did say, on the side of her head. Broke her father's heart.
Poor old man.
And the girl she was trying to save?
Carmel, was she all right?
Not for long. In a week, she was dead in her bed in this very house.
You never told me Carmel died in this house.
Oh, I don't like to tell tales. It was none of me business. To each his own, I always say.
How did Carmel die?
Ran off that night into the storm. No one knows where. They found her 2 days later, sick and raving in Hartley's barn. Old Miss Hartley was afraid to take her in, so they put her on a farm cart and brought her home. She died in Holloway's arms.
And Llewellyn Meredith? What happened to him?
Him? There were no tears shed in Middlecombe for him. He had no heart to break. Finished off his business and took himself off abroad. The village heard nothing of him for 3 years when news came that the ocean swallowed him up. The fishers needed a dose of salts when they were done with Mr. Meredith. So, shall I have Charlie bring pies and fresh eggs in the morning?
Oh, I'll carry them back myself.
Well, aren't you going to bring the cat? I brought the long basket for him.
Couldn't find him.
Come along, dear. Car's out front. Goodbye, all.
Goodbye, Mrs.